creating an outbound patient message using the Engage client. You can either navigate to the top and click Outbound Patient Messages to create that message, or you can do this from your toolbar. So you can click to open your toolbar at the top and select the messaging feature. You can see previous messages you've sent, and you can click into those messages to see more detail around that, send reminders to that patient, see the message that was sent. If I need to create a message, I can go to create a message. I can select how I'd like to send that message, whether that's by Engage message, so it goes to their Engage Consult account for them to respond, or by SMS, just as an outbound message they can't respond to. So for this example, I'll go through as an Engage message. I can select how that patient's notified of their message in their account, so whether that's by SMS or email. And I can then either load the patient currently in my clinical system, click to find the patient, or send the message to multiple patients. So if you're doing a bulk campaign, you can send a message out to multiple patients and receive a response, or just send out general information to them. So I'm going to find the current patient, and type in my test details there and click Find Patient. I can then select if I want to create my message manually or use one of my message templates. So for this example, I'll use a message template. Select from my templates, so I've got my personal templates, but I've also got my organisation templates as well. It's auto-populated that message for me with the patient's name, and I can go in and edit this message if I need to. I can add a questionnaire to this message, so I can click to add a questionnaire and either select from the drop-down list or type in. So for this one, I want to send out the weight and height questionnaire, for example. I can add a reminder to remind the patient to fill that information in, so I can do a single reminder or a repeat reminder. So I'm going to remind them tomorrow at the same time. So I've got my reminder now set. I can add an attachment. So you can see I've already got an attachment added from my message template, but I can go in and add another attachment. And that can be from my computer or that can be from the patient's record. And then I can assign the patient's response to. So I can assign that patient's response to a certain group or colleague within my practice. I can click to assign it to me, or I can click into here and select that certain group. So I'm going to assign this to the admin group when that's been completed. I can then schedule that send, so I might want to schedule it for today, but not till 11 AM. So I can click and my message won't be sent till that time. I'm going to remove that for now so I can show you how the patient received that message. So I'm checking all my details are correct to send to that patient. I'm going to click send. I can name my message so it's easier to find from the list, or I can just select confirm and my message has been sent. The patient has now received an email to tell them they've got a new message in their account and to click on this link to access the message. So I've clicked on the link and I can see the message we attached. I can see that attachment and I can go in to complete that questionnaire. I would then run through the questions. That has been sent to me. And I've now successfully submitted that information back. Now, if you didn't want them to answer a questionnaire and you just wanted them to send a reply, you can do that as well. So the patient could go in and reply instead to that message you've sent and add any attachments and photos if you needed them. So that then comes back into your Engage client. You can see it's an outbound response, so I can click into that request. I can see the message we originally sent, and I can see the information they've sent through, and I can just go through and upload those readings straight to the clinical system. If I'm sending a message by bulk, so if I do that one inside the Engage client this time, so let's say I'm doing a bulk SMS message, it would ask me to select a file to upload, so I can download a CSV file from my clinical system, upload to this system. So I've got 16 recipients on this particular list. Again, I can create that message manually or use one of my message templates. So again, I'll use one of my message templates. So it's added my template there. I can add any attachments and I can schedule that send as normal. But also you get the option with a bulk message if you want that message to be added to their clinical record or not. So if it's just a general communication out and I don't want that to be seen on their patient journal, I can untick there and it won't then be added to the patient's record.